Hello, I'm Brent Farris from the Man Studios, and for those of you who took the HTML5 Game Framework tutorial that I did a long time ago, I actually went out and made some extra stuff for fun. If you want to check it out, you can. So if you come over to GitHub and go into the search and just look for Web2D, you'll find this one by Bafflink. If you select that one, it's open, so you can download a zip or clone it or whatever you want. I actually have it here, and what I'm going to do is going to show you some of the stuff it does. If you open up the demo and then see the index.html, drop it in. It's all inside of Canvas, so it's the entire screen, and sounds and animation and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's crack it open and see what it has going on. So the index.html is straightforward. All we have to do is we have a canvas here. This is, I don't care about this height. I have a, inside of my main, I actually resize it to the size of the web browser. So we have a bunch of these scripts which I wrote for Mario alone. And we have Web2D.js. So Web2D.js is the actual, the compiled code. So if we look at Web2D.js, it's just this big, long, massive, nasty. Of course, if you don't like big, long, nasty, you can actually go through and here's all of the source code for the entire thing. So like array extensions, so it goes through and has a bunch of things for arrays like insert at, iterators, iterate executes, finds things, where, first, last, that kind of stuff. It has some global functions like null checks, timers, so we can check times and all that for the game timer. And the one thing that was experimenting with this whole thing, this whole thing was just an experiment. I was working in JavaScript and C#, and I wanted a stack of events. Like in C#, you can register events to a stack and fire them all off whenever it happens and unregister them at any time. So I created this event.js, which actually is an event stack and goes through and fires off events. So place that we can see that working is inside of the main.js for the demo. So if we come up to the demo and we check out main.js, you'll see down at the bottom there's a canvas updating register. So register is the function where you can register events to happen. So collision check is going to happen on every update. There's other events like drawing. So you notice here I can register two events to drawing. One drawing event is drawing the floors, and the other drawing event is drawing the bricks. So, okay, I lost my train of thought. Someone came in. Inside of here you can actually register a bunch of events. So these are just functions you add to the stack that get called. Like drawing floors is registered in when the floor image is loaded, when the brick image is loaded, the draw bricks function is loaded into the canvas drawing function. And there is, just because this can get convoluted, there is a documentation. So if you open this guy up, that one, this one, okay, nope. If you open up this documentation.html file, here's all of the built-in classes. They start with the $, just because I didn't want to override anything that anyone else is working on. So, for example, if we wanted to look at rectangle, we can click on rectangle. It has all the constructor, what it gets, and what the methods are. If we looked at Canvas, we see the inputs, and we see that they have two events: drawing and updating. So the drawing is fired when the draw event function is called, and updating is called first at the beginning of draw object function. So right when draw begins, which is every frame, the update will be called. So the update is per frame. And if you wanted to do UI, there's some UI stuff in here. There's a button and a label and a UI class. And this is the event class that just has a few things. And basically, yeah, that's it. So it's just an HTML5 and Canvas implementation. And it works with audio, it works with images, it works with animation, sprite sheets. and all the source files are in here for you to play around with. So if you want to open them up, play around, figure out how to work with this this framework, that'd be awesome. And if you worked along with me on the HTML5 JavaScript game framework, you'll find that a lot of this is similar, such as the color class, the rectangle class, and those kind of things. The array extensions, there's a few more array extensions like where, tail, and iterate, execute, that kind of stuff. But the image animations and all that stuff is going to be fairly similar, and so is the input class and all of that. So just check it out. And if you want to, you can check out my old HTML5 game framework video, and you'll get caught up on basically how this entire thing works. But this one is event driven, and this is just me experimenting. So check it out, contribute, whatever you want. Until next time, I'll talk to you later.